This is a memory palace for learning the presidents of the United States of America in sequence, by name, and by number. It is available to download and use for free in Munx VR's store. Let's have a look at how this works. Each pedestal is designed to hold a different president, starting with George Washington here in the back left. On top of each pedestal is an instructor spot with the name and information for each president. In order to remember all the presidents, we need to explore the space and create mnemonics for each one. For example, I think of a cherry tree to remind me of George Washington because of the famous story of him cutting down a cherry tree as a child. I go into the menu, select 3D mnemonics, find a cherry tree, and place it on the pedestal. I can then move on to the next pedestal, adding an image of Adam from Genesis to remind me that the second president of the United States was John Adams. I would continue this process for all the presidents, adding mnemonic images onto each pedestal. It's important to create your own mnemonic images, as my mnemonics may not work for you. Using personal associations to create mnemonics is always more effective. Once I have all my mnemonics, I can create a story to tie them all together in sequence. Maybe there is a cherry tree in the Garden of Eden. Adam comes up to the cherry tree and eats some cherries, but starts to choke on a pit. Jeff Goldblum then does the Heimlich maneuver on Adam and saves his life. Together, they go to an event at Madison Square Garden, where they see Marilyn Monroe perform. The story can be whatever you like. The more ridiculous, the more memorable it will be. Just make sure to keep all the presidents in the correct order. Speaking of order, let's now look at how you can use this memory palace to recall the presidents by number. At the time of this filming, there have been 45 presidents of the United States. From George Washington to Donald Trump, these presidents are known both by name and by number. In order to learn both their names and their numerical positions at the same time, we have used a special memory structure based on quincunxes. A quincunx is this shape of 5 dots, like what you find on dice. By assigning a sequence to the dots, we can mark each position within the quincunx for number. We can then apply the same sequence to the quincunxes themselves. So we know this is number 5, this is 10, 15, 20, and 25. We can then continue up to 50. This means that just by filling in this memory palace with mnemonics as we have discussed, you will also have learned the number of each president. Who was the 25th president? Look here to the 25th pedestal, and you'll see it was William McKinley. Who was the 13th? Look here to the 13th pedestal, and you'll see that it was Millard Fillmore. The numbers are built into the space itself, so you just need to practice using this structure in order to recall all the presidents of the USA, both forwards and backwards, as well as by number. To learn more about memory palaces and how to build them, as well as how to use memory structures like the one shown here, please see our online course in memory. This memory palace for US presidents is available for free from Munx VR's store. Munx VR is a software specifically designed for building memory palaces in 3D and virtual reality. Please see the description below for more information.